My name's Steve Sidebotham. Basically, my college education was in Egypt, Greece, and the United States. And I got my PhD in ancient history at the University of Michigan in 1981. And I came to the University of Delaware in 1981. I'm the ancient historian here, so I do courses on ancient Greek and Roman sports, ancient religion, ancient Near Eastern Greece, and ancient Rome. And I've recently added a new course, a seminar on World War II, which is based on interviews that my wife and I have been doing since 2004. We use the interviews for the students in class, and they base their papers on these World War II interviews. Since 1972, I've been engaged in 55 field seasons in 11 different countries, both underwater and on land. But my major interest is Roman trade with the East, Red Sea, Indian Ocean, via the Mediterranean through Egypt. And most of our fieldwork has been conducted in Egypt, in the Eastern Desert, along the Red Sea coast. And the current site that we're excavating is a site called Berenike, which is due east of Aswan on the Red Sea. We've been digging there since 1994, and we've had some very spectacular results. We did a documentary Discovery TV show entitled When Rome Ruled Egypt, and that was filmed in Egypt in the summer of 2007. And it first aired in 2008, although I wasn't around when it aired. And that is based again on our work in Egypt over the years at Berenike, at an ancient Roman emerald mine at Sakate, and at some of the outlying desert settlements, some of which are in absolutely fantastic states of preservation. It should really be World Heritage Sites. Of course, being an archaeologist, I'm very interested in artifacts, and not just ancient artifacts, but in the course of our archaeological work in Egypt, one survey, we actually stumbled across this British Army helmet that you see here from World War II, and we know, first of all, it's British, and second, that it's World War II, because on the inside, the chin strap's gone with the little aluminum catches for the chin strap. One of them has stamped on it in 1942. And in fact, just this past winter, we actually found the airfield where the man stationed, who probably lost this helmet, he was probably stationed at this one airfield just north of our site at Berenike. My grandfather had fought in World War I, and I had never actually sat down and talked to him about this, which I very much regretted. And so that was also an impetus. I said, well, I didn't want this generation of World War II vets to pass with me at least making some kind of an attempt, as feeble as it might be, to record their experiences. And it's been an amazingly rewarding experience for me to be able to talk to these men, not just for the information, but just to meet these people who for me are great role models and should be held up as the greatest generation that they certainly were. It's basically a race against time. They're getting into their 90s now. They're getting forgetful. They're dying off. So these things are all working against us in many ways. We have to really move very quickly with these interviews. And I've encouraged a lot of my students to do the same thing. I say, if you have a grandfather or you have a neighbor, it's worth sitting down with a video camera and getting their stories before it's too late.